Amazon's Lord of the Rings of Power is one of the biggest and most expensive failures in history. $700 million wrapped up in just one season of Rings of Power, only 8 episodes, and it's something that the fans completely and totally rejected. Ratings have continued to go down since the premiere, and at the end of the day, Amazon's been doing everything they can to control the narrative. They've been gaslighting people, calling the fans racist if you don't like this, getting the mainstream media on their side, and at the end of the day, even manipulating reviews to make it seem like it's not as hated as it actually is. They wouldn't let you review out on Amazon. They manipulated IMDb reviews. They've tried to erase reviews in front of our very eyes. And now it looks like they're doing something even more nefarious, and they got caught red-handed. It's something I mentioned in that season finale when I did my little reaction to it, something I saw from a lot of people, but it seems like it was just more than 1 or 2 people here and there. A lot of people have experienced a glitch for Amazon while watching the finale for Rings of Power. Rings of Power season finale features a pop-up ad that makes viewers restart the episode to continue watching, makes each viewer count as 2. And we're gonna watch this video here from Eric Kane, who works at Forbes. I've had some run-ins with Eric Kane before. Him and I got into some very vocal arguments on Twitter. It might have been over Last of Us 2 or something like that. But I really do appreciate what Eric Kane is talking about when it comes to Rings of Power. He has been put in on blast, and rightfully so. And he's not the only person talking about this. We're gonna go through this thread from Quarter Black Garrett, my man who's working for Gary over at Nerdrotic. But first, let's listen to what Eric Kane says. He can lay it all out for us, what his experience was.
So I just wanted to touch on this curious thing, and it's just speculation. There's no hard proof, there's no evidence, there's nothing. I'm not reporting on some factual thing. It's just a question. During the season finale of the Rings of Power last night, about maybe a quarter of the way through, maybe a third, not really sure, all of a sudden this thing pops up in the bottom right corner, and it shows the show Peripheral. It's about to play a trailer for the show Peripheral. Now I have my Xbox controller over on my bed, and to get up and go over there, grab it. Well, it pops this up, and I have to back out and go back into the Rings of Power, which seemed very odd. I've never had this happen on any other Amazon Prime Video show before.
And I'll stop him there for a second because I experienced essentially the exact same thing. A little ad pops up, plays a trailer, and then to get out of it, you have to go back to the home screen and then re-enter. Now, effectively, what that will do, just to put it in everyone's head, that will make you count as another viewer of it. Because, of course, the way Amazon or all these places do it, if you watch something for like 2 to 5, 6 minutes, depending on who's collecting the data, that counts as a view. So when Amazon comes out and says things like, we had 25 million people sample Rings of Power in the first 24 hours, which everybody knew that was a complete and total lie. Or when they said 100 million people have viewed it over the first 5 or 6 episodes, everyone knows that's likely a lie as well. This is one of the tactics they may be using. But it didn't just happen to Eric. It didn't just happen to me. It happened to virtually everyone. Let's let him continue, though.
Before, where this pop-up and this ad happens, and I thought I did something, and then I thought, okay, well, maybe that's just a weird little bug that happened to my stream. Then afterwards, I see tons and tons of other people talking about how this very same thing happened to them. It wasn't always Peripheral. It was sometimes other shows. Or other movies, but an ad partway through the finale popped up.
Now, let's just go through this comment section and see what we see. I don't think it's conspiracy theory territory. They got rid of bad reviews to inflate their rating score, did damage control, interviews calling critics evil, and put out deceiving statistics to make the show seem like a hit. The pop-up was the most exciting and unexpected twist in the finale. It happened to all of us simultaneously across the world. That did actually happen to a friend of mine, the only person I know in real life that watches the show. It happened like yours, except he had to go back to the episode twice. Given Amazon's curated reviews on both Amazon Prime and IMDb, I'd be willing to say it's just likely them playing shenanigans again. This is interesting. I used to run a fairly large online marketing firm that worked exclusively with Fortune 500 companies. The theory is 100% within the realm of possibilities. I've had COOs of big name brands do such things as zero frame pop-ups, malware, and more, just to show big numbers. Another person, I can confirm the watch party I participated in was shut down 14 minutes in by the same bug. Another person, it happened to me too, over and over and over again. Now, let's hear Eric's theory on why this is the case.
And I thought, well, that's a weird bug. But then I heard people talking about how it's possible that this was something done on purpose so that everyone was kicked out of the episode and had to go back in and play it again. Now, why would this matter? Theoretically, possibly because Amazon can then say that twice as many people or twice as many views occurred for the season finale, inflating the numbers.
Does anyone question that that's what's going on right now? Look at this thread from Quarter Black. Amazon is attempting to double Rings of Power views. Reports from Shad Brooks' stream confirming Prime Video added a pop-up that forces the viewer to leave the show, requiring viewers to re-click it, possibly doubling the view count per viewer. Let me know if you experienced this. It happened to me. It happened to me. This definitely happened to me during the scene where Isildur's sister was talking to the king. Yes, it happened to me. Some people say, no, I didn't even watch it, so not me. Mine made me do it too. Gary, it goes away on replay. It happened to me as well. Look at this. Look at this. All these people experienced it. Myself, I experienced it. I think there's a lot of people out there just thought, oh, that's a little glitch. That's weird, Amazon Prime. Let me get back into this. No, this is intentional by these people. The same fucking people who wouldn't let you review it on their website for 3 days, and then they turned that into nearly a week where they wouldn't allow people to actually review it so they could cultivate the reviews. The same people that will not allow you to give it negative feedback. These are the people that are manipulating and lying and deceiving and doing anything they can to try to bump up the numbers for this. Because as we stated multiple times, the feeling inside Amazon was that this was too big to fail, that they won't let it fail, that it's too important for what they want to do in the future, that they will find a way to spin this to make it sound like a success, even though it's a catastrophic failure. The ratings continue to dwindle each and every week that we're getting the official Nielsen ratings. Now it's under 1 billion minutes, likely to be passed by House of the Dragon, which is already outdrawing it because it's simulcast linearly on HBO. There's nothing they can do to save Rings of Power, to convince the fans that they alienated, that they called patently evil, that they said, shut the fuck up, we're doing this whether you like it or not. There is no way you can save this disaster. You can lie, you can cheat, you can manipulate, you can do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, people are going to walk away from this show because it's not Tolkien, it's not Middle-earth, and besides that, it's just dog shit any way you look at it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.